This edition of Radio Stone Update is sponsored by Quantra, manufacturers of quartz surfaces made with up-to-the-minute Italian technology in yet another brand-new state-of-the-art factory. Learn more at www.quantra.in.
Hi, I'm Kay Shipper with the latest in hard surfaces industry news from Radio Stone Update. Once again, unfair trade tariffs have popped up, although this time neither quartz nor the United States are involved. Instead, ceramic tiles from both India and Turkey will now be subject to unfair trade tariffs in European Union countries. The European Commission imposed duties ranging from 4.8% to 20.9% on tiles, including porcelain. The action is valid for imports into all 27 member states of the European Union. The action was taken February 9th and took effect February 11th. The Commission acted after a complaint against Indian and Turkish imports in November 2021 by the Brussels-based European Ceramic Tile Manufacturers Association. The investigation that followed focused on imports from July 2020 to June 2021. During that time, product from India and Turkey totaled approximately 68 million square meters, or about 8.3% of the total market share in EU countries. Turkey accounted for 56.5% of the shipments. By contrast, ceramic imports in 2018 from the two countries came to approximately 41 million square meters, or about 5.2% of the total EU ceramic market. The investigation also found that EU-made ceramic producers have technically been selling products to member countries at an overall loss since 2018. The Commission reported it found sufficient evidence of product dumping and issued varying duties based on data received from companies in India and Turkey. India's rates ranged from 6.7% for the Icon Group to an 8.7% countrywide rate for most companies. A special rate for Indian manufacturers cooperating in the investigation included several companies in the Antique Group, which figured in the recent U.S. tile tariff review, and Lyalai Ceramica Private Limited, the producer acquired by Caesarstone. Turkey's EU tile tariffs go from 4.8% to 9.2% for companies named in the investigation to a countrywide all-others rate of 20.9%. EU tariffs are effective for 5 years, although the rates can be reviewed after 1 year in force. They can also be renewed. Porcelanosa has opened a new €55 million manufacturing facility at its headquarters location in Villarreal, Spain. Designed to produce its X-Stone sintered stone product, the fully automated plant is capable of manufacturing up to 14 million square feet annually. The facility incorporates 375,000 square feet of floor space and is designed specifically to produce large-format porcelain and sintered stone panels up to 320 by 160 centimeters in thicknesses ranging from 0.6 to 2 centimeters, with the capability of producing 3-centimeter surfaces as well. For the press selection, 2 advanced presses have been installed, integrating the latest 3D design technology to achieve visual continuity in any dimension of the piece. The machinery has been unified in enameling, decoration, and texture, achieving a better quality resolution in the slabs. The firing system consists of a 250-meter or 820-foot-long kiln that produces slabs with the best technical performance for the cutting and machining of the material. To further enhance quality, individual sorting is carried out along with a digitized inspection system. To power the new plant, a total of 4,475 solar panels with an output of 2.4 megawatt peak has been installed on 1/3 of the roof to promote self-consumption of energy. Other sustainable measures include the recovery of 100% of the heat from the kiln for drying processes, the reuse of 100% of water through a treatment facility for industrial use, and recycling of 100% of waste for reintroduction into the production system. The plant will lead to 125 new jobs. Manitoba's Tyndall stone has received a Global Heritage designation for its broad significance to humanity. A building material used in Manitoba for nearly 200 years, the designation puts the stone on the same level as the Carrara marble used in ancient Rome. A fossil-laden limestone, the cream-colored stone often has a tapestry-like modeling from marine organisms that lived at the bottom of a tropical sea that once covered the area, making it a popular feature in architecture. Canada is the only source in the world for the stone, and Manitoba is the only province where it's quarried. Donna Gillis, fourth-generation co-owner of the Gillis Quarries in Garson, Manitoba, told the Canadian Broadcasting Company that, quote, "It's an honor. We've always said it's not like other limestones. There are other limestones in Canada, but this is a unique deposit and the fossilization is really different," end quote. Founded in 1910 by August Gillis, the family-operated quarry is the only one in the world mining the stone. There were a handful of others, all in Garson, but the Great Depression claimed most of them, and the Gillis family then acquired the properties. Tyndall stone was discovered in 1823 by Hudson's Bay Company employees who noticed an exposure along the banks of the Red River near Selkirk. The stone was first used to build the company's warehouse and wall at Lower Fort Garry in 1832. The stone began being quarried widely at the end of the 19th century. Tyndall stone is widely used in the nearby city of Winnipeg, but it also appears in the Canadian Parliament buildings in Ottawa, the Banff Springs Hotel in Alberta, the Canadian Museum of History in Quebec, and Canada House in London. Of the 32 stones on the worldwide list, Tyndall stone is the only one from Canada.
This edition of Radio Stone Update is sponsored by Quantra, manufacturers of the world's toughest, most beautiful quartz surfaces made with up-to-the-minute Italian technology in yet another brand new state-of-the-art factory. Quantra's quartz surfaces come in over 80 stunning designs in 3 sizes with every customization possible. Choice of thickness, cut-edge profiles, polished, super-honed, brushed and other finishes, from slabs to cut-to-size countertops and all the way to prefabs. You name it, Quantra does it. And now, Quantra launches the world's first range of seamless, one-piece molded quartz sinks and basins, made with Quantra's own exclusive proprietary technology, unique in all the world. Speed, quality, commitment, that's Quantra. To know more about the world of Quantra, come visit www.quantra.in.
This is Emerson Schwarzkopf. December is the start of the queasy quarter for hard surfaces, when demand goes slack before business picks up in March. Even so, the $363.8 million in U.S. imports for the month is a significant 9.2% slip from November and a hard 22.4% fall from the last month of 2021. How brutal is that year-to-year difference? Consider that in December 2021 and December 2020, shipment values from the previous year increased by at least 20%. In the biggest sector, quartz slab, both shipment value and volume dropped by 32% in December 2022 from the previous year. It's also apparent that quartz slab rates decreased at the end of 2022 when materials went on freighters at foreign docks. The month-to-month difference from November to December in total value was down 10.8%. But shipment volume showed only a nominal slip of 0.69%. Yes, that's barely 2/3 of 1 percentage point. The hope of several international observers is that the U.S. market is adjusting to demand and distributor-importer yards are brimming with material bought at bargain prices with a strong U.S. dollar. It may take until mid-spring to see if that's the reality or just wishful thinking.
It sounds like a tall order, but Corian Design is revising its sample kit program with a goal of increasing efficiency and service to clients and to aid in recycling of the materials. The change involves a move to customize sample boxes that will better address customers' specific design decisions on projects and enable the showcasing of all 3 Corian product lines, as well as a recycling program for returning samples to avoid landfills. A new multi-material box will hold up to 3 Endura porcelain panel samples and 6 4x4 samples of the brand's solid surface or quartz materials. Each box will be fully customizable, which should mean less waste and a more personalized experience for individual customers. Recognizing that hybrid work environments have decreased the need for architectural and design firms to have large sample libraries, the sample kit comes with a prepaid return shipping label to all commercial A&D customers, allowing them to send samples back when they're finished using them. The samples can then be recycled or repurposed. In other news around the industry, the United Kingdom appears to be following the lead of Australia in getting more serious about the exposure of workers to silica and the dangers of silicosis in the workplace. The all-party Parlimentary group, the APPG, for respiratory health, has published an update on its 2020 report on silicosis. The new report says some manufacturers of engineered quartz have reduced the level of crystalline silica in their products, while wet cutting and dust extraction have become more common. The report still says those working in what it calls worktop manufacturing are at a particular risk, along with those involved in mining and quarrying and those involved in construction and demolition. The report still calls silica the biggest risk to construction workers after asbestos. However, the actual level of silicosis is difficult to pin down, mainly because in 2013 the UK government removed silicosis from the list of notifiable diseases. Among the recommendations in the updated report is that silicosis should once again be included as a notifiable disease. MS International Incorporated, MSI, recently received a 2023 Top Workplaces USA Award. Top Workplaces USA celebrates organizations with 150 or more employees that have built great cultures. More than 42,000 organizations were invited to participate. Winners are chosen based solely on employee feedback gathered through an employee engagement survey issued by research company Energage. The program annually surveys more than 20 million employees and recognizes the top organizations across 60 markets for regional Top Workplaces awards. Chris Corney, MSI Vice President of Human Resources, says the company's success comes down to the success of its people. MSI is headquartered in Orange, California, and maintains more than 40 state-of-the-art showrooms and distribution centers across the U.S. and Canada. It also has domestic manufacturing facilities for Q Premium Natural Quartz in Latta, South Carolina, and Premium LVT in Cartersville, Georgia. And Jeff Erickson of Cutting Edge Countertops in Perrysburg, Ohio, will join the executive committee of the Natural Stone Institute as board secretary. Dwayne Naquin, 2023 NSI board president, said he was pleased to make the appointment. Naquin added, quote, "Jeff's leadership skills will only further advance the association and our commitment to our membership. I look forward to working alongside him this year," end quote. During his time on the NSI board, Erickson participated in the EPD Countertop Report, volunteered on the Sustainability Standard Joint Committee, served as chair of the Gary Sinise Foundation's RISE program committee, and participated in several key training programs. In addition to Erickson and Naquin, the 2023 NSI Executive Committee is comprised of Vice President Katie Jensen, Treasurer Evan Cohen, and immediate past President Buddy Antra. Remember, the latest issue of Hard Surface Report is now available at www.hardsurfacereport.com. Our newsletter, Slab and Sheet, comes out on alternate Wednesdays. For a transcript of this issue of Radio Stone Update, go to www.radiostoneupdate.com. For Radio Stone Update, I'm Kay Schipper, and we'll see you here again soon.
This edition of Radio Stone Update has been sponsored by Quantra, manufacturers of quartz surfaces made with up-to-the-minute Italian technology in yet another brand-new state-of-the-art factory. Learn more at www.quantra.in.